In this video, another superset that you can do 100% at home, which is going to focus on the shoulders from two separate angles. We're going to be focusing on the side deltoid head, aka the lateral deltoid head, which is the most important from the front to give the appearance of broad shoulders and a narrow waist. The only piece of equipment you will need is a curl bar, or even a standard barbell will do.
Once the skull bells, check out Coach's Fitness.
So the first exercise is a kneeling, wide grip, upright row. I like to think about pulling my elbows apart from each other and really making sure that the hinge is the shoulder. So I'm not using my traps, not using any other body parts, at least minimizing it as much as possible so we can focus on emphasizing the side and head of the deltoids. I like to get a little bit of a positive top, bring it right up to my chest. The second exercise is going to be a kneeling, close grip, overhead press behind the neck. Behind the neck is going to take more of your front deltoids out of it because we're focusing on the side deltoid head. It's usually the hardest one to hit, so most of my shoulder work is focused on the side head and the rear head. This exercise is hitting both of those. Bring it down right to the back of my head, little pause, push, squeeze the top. I don't waste too much time up here because now my bones are holding up the weight, not my shoulders, not the muscles. I want constant tension on the muscle. So the little squeeze and come right back down. These two movements can be done either kneeling or standing, and I would encourage you to try doing it kneeling for two reasons. The first reason is because the side deltoids are more of a stabilizing muscle, meaning they're not going to respond well to heavy loads. If you're trying to overload the side deltoid heads, which are mostly slow twitch fibers, it's going to force you to use more bigger muscles like your traps, which isn't what we're trying to work right now. So it'd be like trying to tow a large trailer with like a Toyota Corolla. This is like the Toyota Corolla of the body, the side delt heads. So we just worked them with the upright rows. Now we're doing behind the neck presses. So the second reason we would do them kneeling as opposed to just standing is because it forces you to use strict form. You're not going to be able to cheat at all with the use of your legs or any other body parts near as easily if you're kneeling as opposed to if you're standing. It's also important to note that the side delt works primarily the upper arm, which is your humerus bone, not the scapula, which is your shoulder blades, or the clavicle, which is your collarbone. It's moving the upper arm. So what I'm trying to do right now is minimize as much as possible any muscle involvement that acts on the shoulder blades or the clavicle. I'm trying to keep those as still as possible, because the muscles that act on those is going to be more like your traps, your rear delts, and your other upper back muscles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We're assuming that you came across this because you are trying to get your workouts in some place where you have access to limited equipment. Maybe it's at your home, maybe it's at the park, maybe it's at the beach, somewhere other than the gym. And if you are looking for personalized one-on-one coaching, access to innovative, affordable, free weights, or just education and motivation and all the above, you can find everything at supersetyourlife.com. My team and I are working as hard as we can to publish as much content as possible to help you superset your life.